Night falls. A thin veil of mist drapes the empty street. Sneakers strike the pavement in steady rhythm as a young woman, hair tied high, runs with powerful strides. Each breath blends with her heartbeat, echoing in the stillness of the dark. Turning onto a fog-draped path, a sudden chill runs along her spine. Streetlights flicker in hazy patches. Through the mist, a faint shadow flashes at the edge of her vision. Small, almost imperceptible, yet instinct forces her to pause for half a heartbeat.
Crazy.
Footsteps follow. Not her own, they're too fast, too urgent. She whirls around to find only emptiness, yet the shadow seems to glide just behind her, swift as a poison gust, shapeless, faceless.
And there's a man behind me. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, I'm fine.
Her heart races. With every ounce of strength, she sprints forward, breath ragged. The shadow clings close, stretching from the roadside darkness, slithering through the mist like an unseen predator. The world is silent. Only her pounding heart and fractured breaths remain. Suddenly, the footsteps stop. She risks a glance back. The street is empty, as if no one had ever been there. The shadow retreats, sliding silently toward the old alley, returning to where it first emerged. She stands frozen, trembling, knowing the night has only just begun. Late at night, the hospital cafeteria stood silent. The stainless steel counters gleamed under the cold fluorescent lights, and every chair sat perfectly in place. This was the spot where patients' families usually gathered to eat, shop, and rest, paying for meals with sleek self-service machines instead of paper cash. But on this night, no footsteps echoed. Security cameras confirmed the cafeteria was empty. No staff, no visitors. Only the quiet hum of the refrigerators filled the air. Then, without warning, a shrill beep 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 broke the silence. One of the payment kiosks lit up. Its keypad clattered, keys pressing rapidly, as if an invisible customer were entering numbers. The beeping stopped. A soft mechanical chime sounded, the exact tone signaling a completed transaction. Seconds later, the keys clicked again, like someone else had stepped up to pay. No one ever appeared. No receipts printed, no cash withdrawn. Only the eerie glow of the machine remained. To this day, no one can explain who or what triggered a line of ghostly customers in an empty hospital cafeteria. Late at night, the room is lit only by the pale glow of the computer screen. The man hunches over, fingers tapping relentlessly. The workload keeps his eyes locked on the screen. The silence is so deep he can hear his own heartbeat and the faint hum of the fan.
Suddenly, clack. A strange sound echoes somewhere in the house. He freezes. His ears strain. The knocking isn't the pipes of the wind. It's slow, deliberate, like footsteps hidden in the dark. The sound grows clearer. A faint hiss follows, like a long breath from nowhere. A chill runs down his neck. The computer screen flickers, then goes black for a few seconds, plunging the workspace into thick darkness. He leaps to his feet, heart pounding, sweat soaking his back. He moves through the hallway, opening doors one by one. The house is empty. Yet the sound persists, crawling across the walls as if mocking him. Directionless, impossible to pin down. The hiss suddenly turns into a low rumbling growl that vibrates through the floor. Instinct screams for him to leave. Without grabbing a thing, he bolts for the door and slams it shut behind him. In that final instant, he hears a whisper right beside his ear. "Don't look back." Two close friends set out to explore a remote island for their weekend getaway. After paddling past rugged cliffs, they stumbled upon a massive cave hidden within the rocky shore. The cool, echoing air sent a shiver through them, yet they cheerfully set up a camera to capture the moment. Standing side by side, they smiled and posed for the camera. The light streaming from the cave's entrance cast a breathtaking, mystical glow. The rhythmic crash of waves echoed like a natural soundtrack, making them eager to snap as many photos as possible. As they reviewed the shots, both froze in shock. Behind them, in the cave's shadow, a tall, dark figure stood. It resembled a cloaked person, motionless, unnervingly still. A chill raced down their spines, and they quickly turned off the camera, afraid to look again. Seconds later, from the corner of an eye, one of them caught the dark figure tilt its head, then turn and drift away like a sudden icy gust. When they spun around, the cave lay silent, filled only with the sound of the sea. The two hurried out, carrying with them the haunting photograph they would never forget. Late at night, a fine drizzle fell as the man drove alone down a deserted road. The dim streetlights glimmered on the wet pavement, adding a chill to the lonely scene. The hiss of tires on damp asphalt mingled with the patter of rain, deepening the eerie silence around him. Suddenly, the car shuddered and came to a complete stop. He frowned, turning the key repeatedly, but the engine refused to start. The sound of rain replaced the silence of the stalled motor, and his heartbeat quickened. With no other choice, he shut off the ignition and stepped out to investigate. As he bent over to inspect the hood, the dashcam quietly kept recording. Through its lens, a chilling sight unfolded. A pale figure in a white garment drifting across the road behind him, each step slow and deliberate, like a wisp of mist come alive. Unaware, the man continued to tinker under the hood. Meanwhile, the white figure glided past, leaving neither footprint nor sound, only an icy shiver for anyone watching the dashcam footage later. Later, when the footage surfaced, many speculated that the ghostly figure was the restless spirit of a recent accident victim. Perhaps it lingered there, waiting for a final message or a journey left unfinished. The boundary between the living and the dead suddenly felt frighteningly thin. On a calm weekend morning, a young mother led her 2-year-old son along a moss-covered path in the cemetery. They carried fresh flowers and incense sticks to visit a beloved relative's grave, most likely the boy's grandfather. The air was still, filled only with the soft rustle of leaves and the faint scent of burning incense. At the gravesite, they knelt before the cold stone marker. The mother clasped her hands, whispering a quiet prayer and sharing her thoughts with the departed. The little boy sat beside her, eyes wide with curiosity, as if sensing something beyond the reach of adult perception. Suddenly, the boy lifted his tiny hand and waved at the empty air, as if greeting an unseen figure. The innocent yet weighty gesture made his mother freeze, her heart pounding. There was no one nearby, yet he giggled softly, eyes fixed on the space before him.
Even stranger, the child began to form distinct sounds, simple words of what felt like a conversation. His mother was stunned. Until now, he had only babbled. Each tiny utterance seemed to echo from another world, casting an eerie, sacred hush over the cemetery.
What'd you see? What'd you see? What are you waving at? What are you waving at?
People often say children possess a special intuition, able to glimpse what adults cannot. In that moment, the mother felt the veil between the living and the dead grow thin. Perhaps the bond of family had unlocked a hidden door, allowing grandfather and grandson to meet, if only for a fleeting instant.
Thank you all for watching my video. If you found it interesting, please share this story with everyone. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button to support me.